She is my favorite pioneer from Lindsay Hanson Park's podcast, Year of Polygamy. She's fabulous with learning about the ancestors of my hurt. Crescentia had two husbands. She had her husband Norman, and then she was given as a gift to the prophet Joseph Smith, her and her sister. And so she had this weird marriage to Norman as a spiritual wife to Joseph Smith. And then she got asked to be married by another prophet, and at this point Norman was pissed. Who would have thought? And he told her, you know, it's prophet or me, and she said, I would rather suffer with the saints than live in sin with my husband. And she did suffer. She has 7 children, and only 2 lived. 2 died terrible deaths. 1 died in boiling apple cider, and then she had a little girl with the second prophet, named after her, Crescentia, and she had a strong connection to Crescentia, and Crescentia drowned in a river. This woman, because of all of her pain, the little boy who fell in apple cider, it took him 10 hours to die. Can you imagine watching that? It would do what I painted in her. And yeah, hurt that bad. It said she was a very spiritually driven woman, almost mystic. Hurt will make you that way. She connected to children very strongly, and I felt that you can see there are 2 children here. I didn't draw them on purpose, they showed up. Like the title, which I had mixed feelings about entitling it this, because I didn't want people to judge me for being too edgy with my titles, but it goes my favorite, it was supposed to say my favorite polygamist wife, but instead it says my favorite polygamist wife. So even when I want to deny it, you can hear how that's a hard thing to do. This is Warren Jeffs and his 12-year-old bride. The FLDS church, they are cousins to us, the Mormon church, more than anyone likes to think about. And so they discourage it. Let's not, you know what, we don't do it anymore. But I have Brigham Young quotes and a book on Warren Jeffs, all intertwined, and you can't tell the difference. This is Warren, I got Brigham Young quotes from a discourse he gave to his wives for whining. Especially the older ones, and he told them, you know what, well, polygamy is actually more for younger women making babies anyways, so if you're gonna whine, you can leave. And he didn't offer to support them. There's a lot of unsettling connections, like the women are supposed to keep sweet in the FLDS church. It's a law, it's a commandment, and it's very similar to the culture of women we have in the LDS church. You're supposed to be again virtuous and lovely, and if you look at the cult, it's the General East Society, the General East Society leaders giving talks in conference. They sound like leaders of the cult of domesticity in pastel-colored blazers or something wrong. When you're supposed to just be happy and think after lovely things, and only that, no matter what happens to you. There's a correlation. There's something wrong. That's why I call this piece Sweet Cousins. This is Brigham Young. Again, it's his face this time. He says, don't be distracted. That was a comment to the horny men in their 20s, the men who had no 20-year-old wives to marry because he had married all of them. So he marries old wives, and then he tells the 20-year-olds, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, actually? I was listening to C.Q. on Stevens, a song that says, I'm not fucking around, I'm not fucking around, I'm not fucking around, and I thought it fit, so I kept it with it. Yeah, there's a lot of hurt in the way that these men saw women in polygamy, and it's carried down in ways that I wish we maybe could see.